Welcome to Quantum X Trades BTC update. So I'm going to share a few structures that I think are developing, and we'll drop down to the 24 and 5-minute time frame to see what is happening there. So yesterday we determined that the move that we had from this high, we have three waves to the downside forming W. We have our X and we have our Y, where we said this structure looks complete. After this, we had a move up. We didn't break the low. We found support there, and from there we pushed higher. And we also created a target for this move to the upside. So my chart had targets where one could buy and exit. All right. So from there we got rejected, and we would like to know what to look out for. So from this structure, starting from here, from the W, when we came and made X, we didn't quite break this bottom here, right? And we went up. So we could have just made these three wave move to the upside, which could in turn, let me just delete this. So this could be our W. This whole structure, the three wave move to the upside, can be X, and we can expect from this move to the downside that we had, we can have a three wave structure like that, and from there we would push down to create a new Y, and only from there pump to the upside. So this structure, if it were to occur, would form of our W, our X, our Y, okay, forming a larger corrective structure of WXY. Let me just maybe make them bigger, which is minor, and white probably. All right, so this is another structure that I'm looking out for. So where we are right now, if we get a corrective structure like this, 1, 2, 3, and we come down and break this low, if we break these lows here, I'll demonstrate this on a lower time frame, then I would be expecting that we might go down before we can see that move up. That's the first, that's one structure that I'm expecting or looking out for. Okay, let me also remove that. All right, so far we determined that this is our W, our X, and our Y. So let's go down to the lower time frame and see what is happening down there. So we go to, let's start with, okay, let's go to the 5 minutes. So yesterday we were here, okay? So we had this move, made the three wave correction, and then from here we moved up, and we got rejected around the 800 area, okay? So from here we have this dip, all right? So we have this move to the downside. So far it has not broken. So if you watched my previous video, I marked 3 points or 3 nodes, which is, this one, and this one. So currently we are finding support right at this node, right? So this again, from here, this again could turn into a 5 wave move to the upside. So this could be our wave 1. This move that has started can turn out to be impulsive, making 3rd wave, and finally get into, this is my target area. This is my target area if this move happens. So to get into that box, so between the 24,300 to 25,230, right? So if this was going to happen, then from here, honestly speaking, I wouldn't expect the markets to push any higher. I would expect some good rejection and possibly just going down. How low will be determined if we ever get there. So this is what this is how I'm looking at this structure. And this structure, well, makes sense because from this low, we have the following. We have a move up, a move down, and that move, right? And in between, we have a connector, which is, if I expand it like that, you can see that it is a minor 1, 2, 3, okay? So I'll mark it something like, let me mark it pink. So this could be some sort of A, we have our B there, and C. And this C leg will have in it 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And this would complete this whole structure that we have here. I think from there, the structure will be complete. So I prefer this current structure to the previous structure I talked about, but I would like to point out a few things for the previous structure that I shared with the current one. So for the previous structure to be in play, if we come up here, right? If we come up from here and we move up, right? And then we get rejected and come down and break this low, I would be expecting further continuation to the downside. If we don't break this low, then I would be expecting this move to be the beginning of an impulsive wave to take us to the 24K area. So from here, we'll keep on pushing higher and go further up into this box around the 24K area. So that's basically that. So the first one is about this structure here. If we can make a three-wave structure here, get rejected, break this low, then I'll be favoring the move to the downside. If we stay above this resistance level, that this node here, right? If we can stay above that price, then I'll be expecting a move to the upside. So this area of support, if I click on this, you can see on the right side, we have 22,947, 22,867. That's the area of support that I'm talking about. Yeah, so we are yet to see how far this move will go, right? Currently, we can see that we're being rejected a little, but this is too early to tell. This is a 5-minute time frame, and we'll see what happens. So I'm still expecting price to push higher from where we are, but I'll be looking out for this, whether we break this resistance, and if it breaks, then I'll have to create a video to share my thoughts of what is to happen. If we stay above here, then I'll be expecting price to slowly but surely push to the upside. Then finally, if I go, so let me remove certain areas. Okay, I'll draw them again if we get close to this price action. So I'll remove that. Let me just remove these, and I'll also remove that. Okay, I think it looks much better. I can also remove this. All right, I think the chart looks much better. So this is the current support that we have, and I'll see how price will be interacting with this. So if we don't break this, I'll be expecting a move to the upside into this target area, 24,000 to 25. All right. So for a long, I would be looking out for some good momentum to the upside. But one important thing I mentioned yesterday was that, so let's use the 1 hour time frame, and let's use an empty chart so that we get a, okay. So if for this move to the upside to happen, for this move to get there, right? What I would love to see is price, right? So price to find support above this 13 0.13 area. So if we can trade back above 23,634, then I would be expecting that move to the upside to around the 24,500 area, or maybe just into the 24K area. If we don't stay above this area, so if we push up and we fail to stay above 23,600, then this would be the reversal point to the downside. We might see a bigger retracement. So this is what I'm looking out for. Currently, we are here. So what might happen is we come back here. If we can find support, break that 0.13, find support on it, then I'll be confident that the move to the upside will happen. So currently we are here. Okay, so the bullish signal for me will be staying above the minus 0.13. All right. Then maybe we can also quickly get back to, let me check what is happening on the 5-minute once again. So from the volume profile perspective, even here, we came up, right? For this to continue bullishly, we should have turned this node that formed here into support for the price to go higher. So for us to be bullish once again, we will have to regain. So I'll click on them again so that you see them on the right hand side. So this, you can see the price on my left, and there's this, you can see the prices on my right, sorry. For us to be bullish again, we will have to regain this node, turn it into support, and regain that node, turn it into support, which coincides with what I was saying with staying above the 23,600 area. This is where there's minus 0.13 fib is. So if we can regain this, turn it into support, then surely you have that move to the upside. I wouldn't even be afraid to take a trade higher, because if that happens, that will be confirmation that we are going to see this final leg to the upside into that box, and from there we'll see what price does. But most likely from there we might see a good rejection, not this kind of rejection that we have right here, but a better or steeper rejection. So for now, I'll just keep an eye on what is happening at current levels. I'll just keep an eye on what is happening at current levels. So this area should hold. If it holds, then I'll be expecting some more price action to the upside. So keep an eye. If we lose this, we might go down. If we stay above this, then I'll be expecting price to continue higher. Then we also have these levels, for example, let me mark them. So we also have this value area high, the yellow. So I would like to see price, find or turn this into support, right? So we should be trading above this area. If we lose this, we might either range or start dropping. Okay, so keep in mind of these levels. If anything changes or anything interesting pops up, I'll make another short video and give you an update. So thank you very much for watching. Subscribe, comment, and if you're interested in more details, please join Telegram. All right, bye-bye.